Some spiritual traditions share the idea that consciousness is the subjective nature of light, which is a deep insight. The rainbow body phenomenon is considered the ultimate mystical achievement of spiritual practice in Tibetan Buddhism. In the remote mountains of Tibet, stories like that of Tenzin, a respected monk who dedicated his life to the Dzogchen practice, are often told. His deep meditation resulted in an incredible change. His body turned into brilliant light, and the only things that remained were his hair and nails. This event represents a victory over the material and illusory elements of life. The rainbow body is a rare spiritual achievement in which the practitioner's physical body is said to dissolve into a spectrum of light, representing the ultimate liberation from the cycle of birth and death. This transformation is frequently associated with enlightenment and is considered the highest point of spiritual development in Tibetan Buddhism and other traditions. Even though the phenomenon may seem strange, it has been recorded in a variety of spiritual systems, such as Christianity, Taoism, and Sufism. The indigenous Bon tradition, which predates the arrival of Buddhism in Tibet, is the source of Tibetan Buddhism. The idea of the rainbow body first appeared in Bon, a spiritual tradition that is closely connected to shamanism, animism, and respect for nature. Bon is a collection of rituals, meditation, and spiritual practices that are intended to help people achieve harmony between themselves and the universe. When Buddhism was brought to Tibet in the 7th century, aspects of Bon were incorporated into Vajrayana Buddhism, resulting in a distinctive combination that continues to exist today. The rainbow body became a powerful symbol of the understanding that the material world is an illusion within this blended tradition. These concepts were adopted and improved upon by Tibetan Buddhism, especially through the highest teachings of Vajrayana, which are known as Dzogchen. Dzogchen, which translates to great perfection, places importance on the immediate understanding of a person's inherent nature. This nature is considered to be inextricably linked to the bright and empty essence of reality. This realization frequently occurs at the same time as the achievement of the rainbow body, which represents the dissolution of the practitioner's form into the infinite light of pure consciousness. Other traditions have reported similar phenomena, although they are described in different ways. This is true in addition to Tibet. Some scholars in Christianity, including Francis Tissot, have suggested that Christ's ascension may be an example of achieving the rainbow body. In Taoism, some practices that are intended to achieve immortality describe transformations that are similar to the essence of the rainbow body. Similarly, Sufi mystics describe a state of annihilation in the divine, which is comparable to the Buddhist understanding of dissolving into pure light. According to Tibetan Buddhism, the body-mind consists of 3 main components: the gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body. These elements are the main points of focus for various phases of spiritual practice. The Stula Sharira, also known as the gross body, is the physical form that is subject to birth, aging, and death. Advanced meditation practices are designed to go beyond the limitations of the body, acknowledging that it is temporary and not real. The Sukshma Sharira, also known as the subtle body, includes the domain of energy, emotions, and thoughts. It acts as a link between the physical and spiritual realms. Practices that include breath control, visualization, and energy manipulation are intended to purify the subtle body, refine the practitioner's consciousness, and align it with higher truths. These are commonly known as the practices of refinement. The subtlest aspect of the body is the causal body, also known as the Karana Sharira. It is thought to be the source of individual identity and the storehouse of karmic imprints. In Vajrayana Buddhism, it is necessary to have a deep understanding of the emptiness of the causal body in order to reach the rainbow body. This insight shows that the causal body is an illusion, which dissolves the last knot of individuality and allows the practitioner to merge with the infinite light. The causal body is viewed in a slightly different way in Hinduism. Some schools of thought view it as the irreducible essence, which is the same as Brahman, while others are more in line with Buddhist beliefs, which emphasize its illusory nature. For example, the sage Nisargadatta Maharaj said that the feeling of I am, which is frequently linked to the causal body, is ultimately an illusion. He taught that going beyond this illusion leads to the understanding of Parabrahman, which is the ultimate reality that exists beyond both existence and non-existence. The methods used to achieve the rainbow body differ from one tradition to another, but they all have some basic components in common. Meditation, which is the practice of focusing attention in a disciplined way, is the foundation of these practices. The importance of ethical behavior and the improvement of the mind through compassion and selflessness are also highlighted. These basic practices work with the gross and subtle bodies, preparing the practitioner for deeper levels of understanding. Advanced practices frequently include direct questioning of the nature of the mind and reality. Practitioners of Dzogchen and Mahamudra engage in deep self-reflection, recognizing that awareness is both radiant and limitless. The purpose of these practices is to break down the egoic structures that are connected to the causal body, which will result in significant changes in consciousness. In the Bon tradition, elaborate rituals and ceremonies are performed to call upon divine energies, which help the practitioner achieve transcendence and bring their internal elements into harmony. The rainbow body is achieved through a series of stages. The early stages concentrate on developing virtue, wisdom, and stability in meditation. As practitioners gain a better understanding of emptiness and non-duality, they start to see through the illusions of self and world. Advanced practices help to further improve this understanding, leading to insights that eliminate the apparent limitations of the physical form. It is said that the practitioner's body dissolves into light during the final stages, which is a sign of complete freedom. Even though this transformation is remarkable, it is not considered a physical event in the traditional sense. It is a deep understanding that the limitations of the body-mind were never real. To those who are watching, this may look like a brilliant disintegration into light, but for the practitioner, it is simply the instinctive acknowledgement of the constant existence of limitless consciousness. The rainbow body is not just a personal accomplishment. It is a universal reminder of the bright nature that is the foundation of all existence. It represents the connection between the material and spiritual, as well as the finite and infinite. Although the phenomenon may appear to be unbelievable, its symbolic importance is felt strongly across cultures and traditions, providing a glimpse into the transformative potential of human consciousness. According to some enlightened masters, this journey is about overcoming the illusion of separation and becoming one with the universal essence. The rainbow body represents the ultimate goal of spiritual practice, which is to dissolve the boundaries of self and realize the infinite light of pure being. This can be seen as either a literal transformation or a profound metaphor. This remarkable state is attainable through disciplined practice, ethical living, and a commitment to questioning the nature of reality. It serves as evidence of the limitless potential for human evolution.